From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys victorious a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row here. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right? Yeah. 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. And hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. McKee. Got a man. That's Liggett. 3rd and 8.
Complete to Xavier Leggett. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
McKee will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals, 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Will Anderson In there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, good move. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete. And a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
McKee now to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cardinals offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Stroud. Caught on the right side by Adams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The RPO will keep it himself. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
McKee now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Dropped into run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw, McKee. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. 38-yard line, second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. McKee to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's McKee. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 35.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. McKee. That one complete to the gap. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another Bengals first.
And they'll try an option on first and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Second and goal at the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McKee. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. McKee. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. James Pierce drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
7-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. Now, he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action. Stroud now. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Stroud.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, he want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, it's Stroud. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. Do you think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. McKee. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Riley Dixon now to punt it away.
Riley Dixon in punt formation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Stroud out of the gun here. It's caught here by Adams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. That's complete to Mooney. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The Bengals sit 7-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up in big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKee. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Travis Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Over to Juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Flexing his muscle. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, able to avoid him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And McKee will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. McKee. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the 31-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. McKee now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think this one went wide very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
3 yards.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Down. A gain of 3 on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
The throwing again is Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield.
Stroud looking to throw.
Brings up 2nd
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Stroud. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
26-yard line.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, McKee. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
The Cardinals take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McKee now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Here's McKee. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
McKee to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it well complete. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter. The 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your offense get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Tershawn Wharton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good for a Cardinals first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Arizona.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Stroud. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last completion, number 491 on the year, even though this is not a category most people follow on a year-to-year basis, that's going to break Tom Brady's mark of 490 set back in 2022. So he adds the cherry on top to what has been a tremendous campaign. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
But he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Barkley inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley, a 13-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack. McKee. Got a man. That's the gut. And they get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
19 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKee, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Going deep for Montgomery. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Here is 3rd and 5.
To Dalton Kincaid. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
15 yards. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second and 2. At the Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They keep it with Barkley on first down. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. That is caught, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jackson Smith and Jigbo from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
McKee will look to throw it. That one complete to the gap.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 49-yard line.
Now it's second and 10. Looking to throw. McKee slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
They find some open field here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 181 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter.
Now a second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a second and 17.
They'll send Adams in motion left. Stroud to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward Barkley.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try and throw it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he has the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
McKee now to throw.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on third down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. McKee, he's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Cardinals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Koo now for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
17 yards. And the Bengals first down.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's going to try and do this himself.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, the Bengals came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Caron said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cards,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
and for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.